Hey team, welcome to our team training call tonight. It is Monday, July 20th, and we all just got back from Summit and had such an incredible time. If you were there, hopefully we got to see you. If you weren't, we missed you and hope that you will join us next year. I am always telling you how important Summit is for your business, and instead of continuing to hear me after 4 years of attending, and next year will be my 5th year, I want to bring on some leaders that were at Summit this year and have them share with you. We have one diamond coach on the line who is actually it was her first year at Summit, so her first experience. She's been a coach for about 6 or 7 months. And then we have another leader on the line who is a 2-star diamond coach pushing for 5-star elite. And this is actually her third year at Summit, I believe, if I remember right, because she was pregnant and yeah. So I think it's her second or third year at Summit. So I'll have her share a little bit about her takeaways and why she thinks Summit is important. But the reason why I am really pushing you right now is I'm going to post the link below for you to register for Summit today. Summit is almost sold out, and my guess is it will be sold out by end of day, if not sooner than that, and we really want you there. If you're a brand new coach, you do have the opportunity to earn success starters, which when you earn Success Club 5 or more, so when you have 3 new challenge pack orders in your first 3 months as a coach, first 3 consecutive months, you will earn a free ticket to the Coach Summit. So if you're a brand new coach and you're watching this and you're on your 3rd month of Success Club 10, don't worry, even if they sell out, there will be spots put aside for those success starters, for those brand new coaches who are earning their way to Summit. But if you aren't a brand new coach like myself or most of the other coaches on the team, you need to get your ticket like ASAP, like right now, like today. I'm not sure of the cost. I know through Sunday they were $125. I think right now they're $150. But there's probably at this point like 500 or less spots left for you to get to Summit. So if you have any questions, post below, comment in the YouTube channel, and I will make sure to get an answer to you. But let's get started because Crystal, who was at Summit, is on her way home today, so she's in her car and she needs to board the plane, get to the airport in about 10 minutes. So we'll get her on the line. Crystal, are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. Hey. So I'll just let you take it away.
Okay. Let me know can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm on my phone and I haven't done the actual live call on my phone, so just wanted to make sure. Yes. So I was just at Summit. It's actually, I was trying to like do my little 3 over here so you could see, but I don't know if you can see me or not. I was just talking about, because my father-in-law is actually the person who got me into this business. Sorry for the car stuff noises. And I was just at his house. He watched my kids while I was at Summit, and he gave me his free ticket my first year. I wasn't planning on going, and it's everyone, I knew this before, but everyone says Summit is a game changer, and it is on so many different levels. For me, it was seriously a game changer. Like I said, I almost didn't go to my first Summit. I was like, I don't have a ticket. I'm not going to spend the money. Blah, blah, blah. I had all these excuses. But I ended up making it happen, and I'm so glad I did, because while you can see how cool the company is, through the different events, if you go to Super Saturday and stuff like that, you really don't understand until you're at Summit. You see the magnitude of what we truly are doing as coaches. You see the integrity of the company and how they really truly have such a passion, just like we do, for helping people and just the cool things and what they're all about and stuff. And it just really, like, that sold it. I'm getting goosebumps right now as I speak about this. It's like crazy. But that is what really sold me on it. And I knew that at that point when I attended my first Summit, that this was something that I was going to do for the long haul, that I was in it to win it. I was going to be there no matter what it took. Like, I fell in love literally with this company when I went to my first Summit. And I can tell you that, Summit is great teachings and great seminars and learning and stuff like that. You get all of these awesome nuggets and stuff too, but even more so than that, it's really for the energy of being with our whole company, and especially our team. It's, about powwowing together, feeling the energy, being able to have those real conversations that are just for some reason different than when we do these Zooms and these hangouts with each other and stuff all the time. Just like bonding and spending that time together is huge. And there's nothing else that can really replace that. You hear us talk about how it's this game changer thing over and over. I had one of my personally sponsored coaches, Megan. She just had a baby like a month ago, and she made it happen this year. And she said, you know what, I want to take this business all the way. I'm gonna do this. It's important. And she's like, you guys are so right. This is a total game changer. Like, this is something I just love it. She is now. She's on her way right now. It really is that the speakers this year, it's my third year, so a lot of the breakout seminars were the same kind of stuff for me, everything, but I always still get good nuggets out of it and make a ton of notes. The biggest things, though, too, are when we have general sessions. Like, somehow, way, they always have these amazing presenters and the stories that will just touch your heart and teach you things. And they were really phenomenal this year.
Crystal, we're losing you. You're on a roll and you're on fire, but it's cutting out.
Oh, okay. Well, you can't hear me, then
yeah. But I will kind of complete what she was saying about the general sessions, because like Crystal, this was my 4th year, so I have seen all of the trainings every year from the different coaches, and a lot of it is things that brand new coaches in their first, second year are going to learn so much from. Like your first 2 summits, you have so many takeaways. By your 3rd and 4th, the trainings are things that you're like, my team needs to be here. I want my team learning these things. I want my team hearing all this information. But the general sessions, they do have such incredible speakers. This year we had Simon Sinek. He has the #2 top TED Talk of all time. And if you have watched or listened to it, it's incredible. It's, oh my gosh, I am blown away. I was so excited when they announced that he was going to be one of our speakers. And then DeWitt Jones was one of the other speakers, and I have actually heard him speak as well. And so I was really stoked for him. With Simon, I had so many different takeaways on just how to be a better leader. I think that's kind of where I'm at in my business. So the general session trainings are things I want my coaches to hear, and things that I can say, okay, this is stuff that I can bring back and create YouTube videos to train my team on. But not everyone's going to watch it. If they're at Summit, they're going to watch it all. So I know that I'm not going to reach as many people through recreating these trainings from the trainings at Summit. But with the general sessions, for me as a leader, I feel like I now have so many different tools in my toolbox that I can take with me, and this next year just help my team even more, because that's what it's all about. And sometimes I feel like I'm struggling as a leader. Most times I feel like I'm failing as a leader, but that gave me so much more confidence to know little changes that I can make to have a bigger impact on the team. So the general sessions were incredible. They're my favorite. I sit there just like mesmerized listening to the speakers, and I wish I could kind of have them in my home every single day talking to me. Is different than watching them on a YouTube video when you do get to see them in person. So sorry that Crystal cut out, but we have another leader. She's a diamond coach, and she's actually, I think this Thursday, will rank advance to, or start her qualifications for 1-star diamond, which is huge, because if you guys are coaches listening to this, she hasn't even been a coach for 7 months yet, and she'll already be ranking up to 1-star. She earns Success Club 10, I think, every single month since she's been a coach. And I know you'll hear all these accolades and think, oh, she just has it all together and she's super confident. And she's just like any of the rest of us. We all have doubts and fears, but she's really pushed through them. And I know one of her fears was going to Summit. But she attended, and she is I'm sure she's happy that she went to Summit, even though she was afraid to go. So I'm going to bring her on, Cassie, and have her share a little bit about her experience at Summit and why she thinks that all of you should be registering today.
Hey guys, yeah, as Christy said, I was terrified. I was supposed to go with my best friend who's also a coach, and last minute had a conflict with her schedule and couldn't make it. And seriously, you guys, I cried and I was like, I can't go alone. I'm so scared. And then I got there, and like our team is amazing. And just having the opportunity, like Crystal was saying, just to kind of powwow and mastermind with those other coaches is like just frosting on the cake, like for the whole experience. And also piggybacking on, you know, the breakout sessions, like it's my first year of Summit, so being able to go in there and just kind of reiterate and learn new things about what I've been doing the last 7 months and saying, oh, that's working, like I'm doing that, or oh my gosh, I haven't ever considered that, you know, like you see the trainings all the time, Christy will post and other coaches post, but it's something different when you're there and with the other coaches, because you can turn to them and say, oh my gosh, are you doing that? Like, is that working for you? And if it is, like they can share with you how they did it. So just having that one-on-one, like immediate share and reflect, that is so great. And then those general sessions had me crying, laughing, and awe, like the whole time. It was just a roller coaster of emotions. And I told the girls that we stayed with, my biggest thing that I wanted to do is just open my heart to the whole coaching experience. And I think by doing that and pushing myself to go to Summit, like I made the decision in 2 years, like I want to quit my job. Like this is what I want to do. And
I just got chills.
I know I was never confident enough to say that, and I know I've known this since January, but never said it out loud. So I know this can be a game changer for you guys, and I see new coaches who have this fire in their belly, and I know it's a year out. I know that's terrifying and scary to think, like, I'm putting this money down kind of on a whim in a year to see if this is still going, but do it. Oh my gosh. And the fact that you've put that money down for me, like money's a big deal. And if I put that money down, like I will dedicate myself to make that happen. So if you at all think you want to be here in a year and making this happen, do it. Go out and get that ticket. Like right now, go do it because you won't regret it. Yeah.
Thank you, Cassie. And you said it. You want to leave
it loud. My dog's not here.
That's Paul. He's giving you a big thumbs up.
Hey, Polly.
And we just had another coach join us. Katie's on the line, and I know she has some things to share, so I'm going to have her jump on. She's a diamond coach as well, a leader on the team, and she's going to share a little bit about her takeaways.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Just want to double check, make sure I'm all good. This was my first time at Summit as well. I've been a coach for 2 years. I was a discount coach for a bit, hobby coach for a bit, and I was the person that purchased the ticket on the last day you could purchase a ticket. That's how much I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure, and I'm like kicking myself for not going before this. It was such an amazing experience. Like Cassie said, that the different information sessions were amazing, even though some of the information, you hear it, but you just hear it in a different way. The vocab that they use, just it totally sinks in with you, and to be with your team and be with a group and just bouncing ideas off of each other as you're hearing this information has been huge. Not to mention the speakers. I remember looking at the list and the agenda for what was going to happen, and there was one of the speakers from the National Geographic, and I'm like, what is going on? This is what are they doing? Where am I? But it was absolutely amazing the way he put things into perspective about how you see the world and how you see things. And the speakers were amazing. The whole experience was great. I stayed in a house with 6 other people, so we were, packed in there, but we just bounced ideas off of each other the whole entire time. And plus meeting your coaches, the other coaches that you've been working with, face to face was another huge thing for me. Was, I've seen these people and I've never met them in person, and just kind of sit down and talk with them a little bit more in depth in person was such a big thing for me. And just figuring out, what to implement first was a struggle, and that's not a bad struggle to have.
Love it. Yeah, and I know, Katie, you had some information about the tickets. I haven't read through all of the things. I know that the tickets were $125 up until last night. As of today, there are very few spots left for Summit, and I believe the tickets are $150. They are refundable, and I believe they're transferable as well, correct?
Yeah, there's a so if you refund, it's a $25 fee, so you get $125 back, but they're transferable at no additional cost, one-time transfer fee. I'm trying to figure out right now, I just sent an email in, you can also buy an additional ticket. So my plan is to buy an additional ticket because I'm hoping by next year I'm going to have a even larger team. So I'm going to have a coach that's going to want to purchase that off me. So that's my thought. Once I find out exactly how to do that, I'll make sure I post it to the team page so we know how to buy that additional ticket. I signed my husband up as well. That was something else that was mentioned in the different seminars. And even though my husband is he's a coach underneath my business but not active, I think it's important that he comes. And I thought that was another thing that I had never thought of before, just having a spouse or whoever you're working with in your life come and kind of hear some of this information would be huge. So I signed him up as well. So I have myself and him going as of right now. But like I said, once I get more information, I'll post it up to the page.
Awesome. Thank you for those little nuggets. Yeah, and that's definitely a great idea to get additional tickets for your team. You can have people earn them, pay them for you, whatever that may be, as long as they are transferable. You want to make sure to read the fine print when you're ordering to see that that is the ticket that you're purchasing. Once the cap is met, then there will be a wait list. So if you aren't able to buy your ticket, you want to make sure that you do get on that wait list and get on the wait list fast, because last year, while there were a lot of people that refunded tickets and opened it up to the wait list, we also had a lot fewer coaches last year. Last year we had probably over 100,000 fewer coaches in the network. So don't count on being on the wait list, meaning that a spot is going to open up. If you are a brand new coach, again, those Success Starter tickets, there will be tickets set aside for you. So by earning Success Starters, that's going to be a sure way to get your free ticket. You need to be a brand new coach earning Success Club 5 or more your first 3 months in your coaching business, either starting the first month you sign up or your first full calendar month. So if you were to sign up in July right now on July 20th, you could earn Success Club July, August, September, Success Club 5 or more, or August, September, October, so the first 3 consecutive months. But get to Summit. It really is a game changer. Next year, I already have in the works. All of you are adding your email to the document. There's a document in our team page. Make sure once you're registered for Summit that you fill that out, because I will be sending out emails to everyone on that email list about information for team pictures so we can all get together. That was a really hard thing for us to do this year. Set a date and time so everybody will know where to be, where to meet, so that we can all get in a team picture together. A team party. While we were in Summit, Paul, my husband, was actually looking for different locations and venues so we can get a team party together. And I will be talking with the other Diamond leaders about having a Diamond event as well for those leaders to really get together, connect with all the leaders on our team, and be able to mastermind even more at that party. So all of that will be to come. We don't want you missing out. We don't want you to say, "Well, I didn't know." So that's why we're doing this call. Please watch it, share it with your teams. There's so much information going to be rolling out the next couple weeks. We have the size launch, the new performance supplements, the new Shakeology boosts. We have a new program coming out in December. So there's a lot of information. Don't fall behind, because we're going to keep rolling it out. We'll keep creating trainings. Next week or later this week, we'll go through more about the size launch. Also check our team page, our team files. I just posted a bunch of information about the size launch so that you can go through and know everything that you need to know to run your business. So I can't wait to see you all next year at Summit. And of course on the team cruise, don't forget about that. August 19th, you need to be Diamond by August 19th and hold that through October 1st. So that means you hit Diamond and you do not fall out from August 19th to October 1st to qualify for the cruise in November. That'll be another opportunity for us to get together. That one, there's not going to be a ton of formal training. It'll be a lot of masterminding and just learning from one another, sharing. I know when we did the last leadership retreat, we had one specific thing that I had us do. It was read a book, and then we had questions and things that we talked about going through that. But we shared a lot about what each person was doing that was really successful for their team, how to change things. So I know the leaders went back with more fire even from that, just being together. So that's kind of what Summit allows us. It allows us to actually have a ton of training, but also be together. So thank you, ladies, for taking time out, because I know after traveling, we are all trying to catch up from our last week and then process all of this information and put it into action while we're trying to catch up from not being from not working last week. So I know it's been a crazy, crazy Monday. So thank you for taking time to be here. You guys, register today. Don't miss out. I'm like afraid that by the time you watch this, it might be sold out already. If it is, get on the wait list. Have a great night, everyone.